Good morning. I'm Renu Sharma from DAV College, Amritsar. Today, the topic of my lecture is smart devices. The aim of this lecture is to familiarize with how to make an ordinary light, how to convert an ordinary light into the smart light. For that, the topics I'm going to cover are sensors, the board that is used for processing Arduino board, and software that is used to program the Arduino board, Arduino IDE. Then MIT App Inventor, which is used to develop simple apps. At the end, there will be a demonstration how to convert an LED into the smart LED. To start with, what exactly is a smart device? When intelligence is added to a device, that is called a smart device. Intelligence is its ability to reason, ability to have different course of actions, right? So if we just think of human intelligence, how human intelligence works. Every human has 5 senses, and these 5 senses are giving us the information of the environment. That information is read by the brain, and brain process that information, and accordingly brain instructs other part of the body to take the subsequent actions. That means the whole intelligence works in 3 stages. Senses sense the environment, brain process that environment, and instruct our other body parts to take the action. If the same thing is to be repeated in machines, the senses are to be replaced by sensors. We are having a lot variety of sensors available in the market. To have the working of brain, we need some processing element. In the market, we are having so many microcontrollers or boards available to do that. Generally, it is Raspberry Pi or Arduino. Or even we can use computer for the same purpose. Raspberry Pi it's having its own operating system. It is having more possibilities to work with. Arduino is a smaller board and having limited capability, but advantage with the Arduino is it's quite cheap and it's quite easy to program. So to start with, it's Arduino is the best board to work with, and the actions are taken by actuators. Talk about various sensors available in the market. There are motion sensor, gas sensor, color sensor, humidity and temperature. If I talk about IoT, or if I talk about smart device cannot work without sensors. To have the data from the environment and pass it on to the processing element. Suppose I want to make a particular light connected with the motion, that somebody enters into the room and lights switched on, and vice versa. In that case, I have to apply motion sensor with the light, which motion sensor is capable to detect the motion of anybody, and accordingly it can instruct to the processing element, and processing element subsequently instruct to the device. Sensor is the basic building block to make whatever action you or you can say any Internet of Things is not possible without sensors. Second is Arduino board. Arduino is basically a microcontroller based board. It acts as the interface between sensor and the device. It takes information from the sensor, process that information, and instruct the device accordingly whatever instruction it wants to give, right? Why I have picked Arduino? Because it's very easy to program Arduino. It's quite affordable, and it is very easy to load the programs. It's very easy to handle Arduino basically. But limitations with Arduino are it does not have its own operating system. Limited memory is there. So that's why for the beginners it's convenient to use Arduino due to main two reasons. One, it is cheap. Secondly, it is very easy to program. That's why I have picked this board. Then we need wires to connect different components. Generally, wires are male to male, male to female, female to female. For normal connections, it is generally male to female wires are being used, but depending upon the need, we can use any of the three. Relay. What exactly relay is? Relay is the digital switch that is used to control a particular device. Without relay, it's very difficult to automate a device. It will be in between the device and the Arduino, as depicted in the picture below. A bulb is connected with and a relay is subsequently connected with the Arduino. Arduino will give the instruction to the relay, and relay will finally control this bulb. Generally, each and every device is connected by this. To add more functionalities, we can add some sensors or some other equipments depending upon what we need. Suppose I want to control this bulb through Bluetooth, then I have to include one more module, that is a Bluetooth HC05. That means for any additional you can say functioning or any additional working, accordingly you can add the components as per the requirement. This is my HC05 Bluetooth module. Arduino is not capable to communicate with the Bluetooth directly, so extra module is required. In the demonstration that I have given in the end of this lecture, I have used this module. Bluetooth module HC05 takes the instruction from the mobile and passes on to Arduino. Arduino further process it, and accordingly it will send the instruction to the relay. If I want to work on Wi-Fi, then I need a module that is capable to handle your instructions of Wi-Fi. This is a software, Arduino IDE, Arduino Integrated Development Environment, that is used to write code. It's fairly simple. It's all the syntaxes are like C or C++. If a person knows C or C++, anyone can be acquainted with this environment within 1 or 2 hours. It's not that difficult. You just know you should know the hardware, and you can find out the function or the syntax for what is required, and accordingly you can code it. This is one simple code of switching on or off of an LED, alternatively in the delay, with the delay of 1 second. If you just check out the code, the first instruction is integer LED is equals to 9. That means I have declared a variable with the name LED, and I'm going to attach this LED with the pin number 9 of the Arduino. Void setup function, it's going to describe the setups. Like in this, it's just I have described that LED is going to act as output. I have used function pin mode. In that, it's just described that LED is going to act as output. And loop function is where you are to tell the instruction that are to be run by the Arduino, and this function is going to be executed infinitely. There are 4 instructions given in this loop function. First is digital write LED high. That means initially LED that is connected on pin number 9 is to be high. That means it will be on, right? Then delay 1000. A delay factor of 1000 millisecond has been put up. 1000 millisecond means 1 second. And after 1 second, again digital write LED at low. The LED will be switched off, and again a delay of 1 second is to be put up. That means these 4 instructions will keep on executing. This loop will be executing indefinitely, right? So this is a simple code to switch on or off an LED. Alternatively, how to put this program into the Arduino. This is a shortcut to compile the sketch. And after compilation, if there is no error, the second is to upload the sketch from the laptop to the Arduino. The coding is to be done on your computer. After making the code, after compiling the code, then you have to upload the code onto the Arduino. To upload the code, you need to connect laptop and Arduino with a wire. One end of the wire is going to be connected with the Arduino, and second end, that is the USB port, will be connected to the laptop. So it's fairly simple. It's not very technical. It's not. It's not highly technical. There is another program that is to control LED through mobile. For this sketch, I have used HC05. In setup, it is just to tell at what rate the input will be taken, and depending upon some input from the Bluetooth, it will be digital, write will be high or low, right? So for this code, I need HC05. This I have demonstrated at the end. Both the programs has been clearly explained step by step how to do it and what is the output. You can check out the video till end. What is MIT App Inventor? It is a provision given by MIT App Inventor that you can build simple apps without using complex coding. You just have to drag and drop the buttons, or drag or drop the components you want, and you can execute that. This is the home page of App Inventor, and from Create Apps, by clicking on these Create Apps, and after logging in, either using by any of your Gmail account, this screen will come. On the left hand side, all the possibilities are there: button, checkbox, date picker, whatever you want to design, you just have to drag and drop here, right? That it's a simple way to create an app. You can create a Bluetooth app just in 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a very convenient way to develop. Now it's the time to demonstrate what I have elaborated earlier. I have divided the demonstration in 3 parts. In first part, I am going to describe about the various components of electronic components, and afterwards I am going to give the demonstration of LED switching on or off with the delay of 1 second, and last is controlling LED through mobile. The main thing is how to convert an ordinary light into the smart light. For that, you need either a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi. I have used Bluetooth, and now the demonstration starts. So let's get acquainted with the basic components used in this demonstration. And the first is your Arduino Uno. That is the processing element for this circuit. This board is quite easily available in the market. You can purchase it from the local market, as well as you can purchase this from Amazon or any online website, right? So if you just check out on the pins of this Arduino Uno, it has, right on the right hand side, it has pins from 0 to 13. You can connect devices with these pins, and the 14th pin is the ground pin. This is to complete a circuit. Ground pins is very important in any circuit. And on the other end, it is having 6 analog pins from A0 to A5 and 2 possibilities of power supply, that is 3.3 volt and 5 volt. Again, ground pin, 2 ground pins are available. 2 ground pins are available in this circuit, as well as 1 pin that is to supply power to this Arduino. On the back side of Arduino, it is having a connector which is used to load the program in this Arduino. we can use this wire, connect this one end of the wire is connected with the Arduino and the other end is the USB drive, that is laptop, and from the laptop we can upload a program into this Arduino Uno. There is limitation with this Arduino Uno. At a time it can store only one program. This is the basic microcontroller of this Arduino Uno that controls or that executes all the instructions. So this device is going to act as processing element for my circuit. I'm going to use in this circuit is the relay. I'm having a board of 4 relays. In the market it is a single is also available, or it's a combination of 2. It's up to you, whatever. Minimum I require 1. Otherwise you can use any type of relay, right? So as far as the connections are concerned of this relay, it is having one is ground and VCC to give the power to this relay, and 4 pins are there because I am having a pack of 4. So one input pin for each and every relay is there. To connect this relay, I have to use 2 connections from here. One connection will go to the device and second is going to go to the mains, right? So one connection is going to be connected with the device and second is going to be connected with the mains, right? So relay act as the digital switch for any device. It's very important for IoT or smart home or any device which I'm desirable to convert as a smart device. Third one I'm going to use is my Bluetooth module. As my Arduino is not capable to connect with the Bluetooth directly, so I need extra module to have a communication through Bluetooth. This is HC05 module having 6 pins with it, and it works on 3.3 volt. It has been written 3.6 to 6 volt, but it is always desirable to it should be till 5 volt, right? So it is 4 pins are of our use, that is your RX is receive. This should be connected with the transmit of the Arduino, and TX is transmit, and that should be connected with the receive of the Arduino. Ground and VCC is needed to complete the circuit or to give power to this Arduino. Power to this Arduino is basically given by the power to this HC05 is going to be given by Arduino board, right? So this module HC05 is going to act as our Bluetooth module for the circuit. Then I'm going to use this battery to power up the Arduino. Arduino requires 5 volt of battery, minimum 5 volt, and this is of 9 volt. It can bear up to 9 volt itself. In my circuit, I'm not going to use the breadboard, but generally in electronic circuitry, this breadboard is being used. Breadboard is used to give connections to the if it is too cumbersome or it is so many components are there, then breadboard is used to provide as connector for all the devices. This act as a base for all the electronic devices. Thank you. So basically I am going to use breadboard, your relay, your power supply, your HC05 module, Arduino with its connector. These are my basic components, and one is a normal LED that can be included in our demonstration. That's it. I'm going to acquaint you with the basic electronic components that I'm going to use in my circuitry. First is my Arduino Uno board. You can easily watch out, then there are 13 pins, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 13 pins are there, which can be used as a connector. Next is your ground pin. This is, it is a microcontroller of this Arduino, right? And on the other end, there are pins for analog signals. It is having A0 to A5 total 6 slots for the analog. Then it is having VIN. VIN is to power, to give the power to this Uno, and ground is to complete the circuit of this Uno. Okay. There are two power supplies could be possible from this Arduino Uno. One is your 5 volt and another is your 3.3 volt. Reset is to toggle to reset this this device, right? And this is a basic connector by which you can load the program from laptop to this Arduino, right? And this is possible option of supplying power to this Arduino. So this Arduino is basically used as your processing element for any of your circuit, right? So I'm going to use this as one building block. My second building block is this HC05. This is basically a Bluetooth module, and it is having 6 pins. That means 6 pins: RX, state, RX, TX, ground, VCC, and enable. RX is basically receive and TX is transmit. Ground is, for any circuit you need 2 pins to complete, that is, one is ground and second is your VCC. So this particular HC05 module works on 3.3 volts. So to connect it with Arduino, its RX is going to be connected with TX of the Arduino, and TX of this Bluetooth is going to be connected with the RX of the Arduino. Ground and VCC will be connected with the Arduino to supply power to this particular chip. The modules are very sensitive. If it is, each and every module is given with the possible limit of the power supply. If this can bear 3 volt and I'm going to supply more than 3 volt, this module will definitely burn. So we have to keep in mind the voltage level that have to be supplied, right? So this is my Bluetooth module that I am going to use in my circuit. Next is, this is a relay. I am having a 4 segment relay, it's a board of 4 relays. You can have, basically I need only a single relay, but I do have this, so that's why I'm going to use only this one. Each and every relay can act as a switch, as a digital switch. For the circuitry, it is having pins of ground, IN1, that means it is input for the relay 1, IN2, it is input for the relay 2, 3, input for the relay 3, and in 4, that is input for the relay 4. VCC is to supply power to this very relay. Right? So the relay is very important when you are to connect any external device to control remotely or to act or to convert a device into a smart device, right? Relay basically has, every relay has 3 connections from here. 2 connections are to be used, right? And when the signal is passed to this very relay, that signal will be connected. In this demonstration, I am going to turn this LED into a smart LED by operating this LED through my mobile. For that, I need a Bluetooth module, that is HC05, to pass the instruction from the mobile to the LED through Arduino, right? So to start with, I'm going to give power to this, and to give power to this Arduino, I can use my battery. Positive of the battery should be put up in VIN pin of the Arduino and negative should be put in ground. But my battery is dead, so I have to take another alternate, that is plugging the connector to the Arduino at the back and the other end to my laptop, to the USB port of my laptop. Just see, the light starts blinking. That means the power supply is started in Arduino. So as of now, I'm going to remove it from the laptop. After the connection, I'll again plug in. So initially, what I have to do, I'm going to connect my Bluetooth module, that is my HC05, to the Arduino. There are basically 4 connections of the HC05. First one is RxD, and RxD should be put into TXT of the Arduino, right? And TXT of the HC05 should be put in RX of the Arduino, that is pin number 0. These 2 connections are fixed, that you cannot change. TX should be in RX, that means transmit should be in receive, and receive should be in transmit, right? Other 2 is VCC and ground. The third pin is ground. I have to put it into ground pin in Arduino. Arduino has 3 possibilities of ground pin. So any of the possibility could be used. Now the VCC pin of the your HC05 has to be put into 3.3 volt pin of the, sorry, I have put it in the reset. You have to, it should be put it into 3.3 volt of Arduino, because for working this module it requires 3.3 volt. To just check whether this Bluetooth module is working or it's in order, I'm going to power. So the light of the Bluetooth module is blinking. That means it is working. So now I have to do the rest of the connections, and the rest of the connections are like, now to digitally control this LED, I need this circuit, and that is your relay. Firstly, I am going to demonstrate what are the connections of relay and Arduino. The ground pin of the relay, is to be put it into ground pin of Arduino, right? Then VCC, that is the first pin, VCC of this relay is to be put into 5 volts input of the Arduino. And the third one is, because it's a combination of 4 relays, the 4 possibilities of inputs are there. I have used your relay number 4, so IN number 4 is to be put up in pin number 8. My relay is on, IN 4 is on. Now it is clear from the lights that my connections are correct, right? Why pin number 8? Because in coding I have used this pin number 8 as an input to the relay. I have programmed pin number 8 for the relay. Now 2 more connections are there to be done. One wire of the LED is to be connected with relay, and the second wire of the LED, second wire of the LED is to be connected with mains of the power supply, and second connection of the relay is to be connected with the power supply. So my circuit is like that one end of the LED is going into relay and second end is redirected to the power. Now if I just check whether it is working or not, I have made this app, and this app is no as such coding is required. One software is available on MIT App Inverter, in the site of MIT. From there you can just drag and drop the objects and make this app within few minutes, right? So to check out whether our device is working or not, first I have to connect my module with the Bluetooth. For that I need to switch on my Bluetooth. I have already paired my HC05 module with my mobile. When you are going to use it first time, then you have to give a pass key for the Bluetooth networking. It's either it could be 0 0 0 0 0 4 times 0, or it could be 1 2 3 4. Only two possibilities are there. I'm going to connect with HC05. Now I'm going to open my app. Initially it is not connected. I am going to, it is listing HC05. Now it is marking as connected. Now my mobile, this app is connected with this Bluetooth. Now just check out. I have two buttons on the app. One is on, another one is off. If I just press on, the light is switched on. When I press off, the light is switched off. So I am working my normal LED. I am, you can say I am running, or I am operating my LED through my mobile app. So this is basically the procedure how you can make any device a smart device. I hope this will give you a better insight into the projects, and so many projects are possible with this Arduino Uno. You can experiment it with many of the sensors and many of the objects. So enjoy your working with this Arduino. It's really interesting. Thank you.